Bobby Kennedy was named the head coach of Montana football after Bobby Hauck retired from head coaching back in February. Coach, congratulations on this new position. How would you describe these last couple of months?
It's been a total whirlwind. Being a position coach for so long, you manage your own little room, and now managing the entire team and the coaches and recruiting, and there's a lot of different things coming at me every day, but I've loved every second of it, so it's been a lot of fun.
You were a position coach for almost 3.5 decades at about a dozen universities. How has your journey through coaching prepared you for this head coaching opportunity?
Number one, I've been around great people, whether it be assistants or the head coaches that I've worked for, and just learned from each one of them. I've always wanted this opportunity, and I've had four chances where I interviewed. I finished as a finalist twice, and then I actually turned two jobs down. This was the right job for me at the right time, and being able to take away from those coaches that I worked with, both head coaches and assistants, has been really valuable.
You mentioned all of those people that you've worked with and who have helped you along the way. What's the best piece of advice you've received along your journey?
Yeah, be yourself, right? Even though you take away pieces from each one of those coaches, I can't try to be them, right? I've got to be myself. And you can see the way that they did things and try to implement those things, but also kind of go with your gut when you think another path is the right way to do it. And also energy. Just every day being around the players and the coaches, it's given me great energy. And really the guys that I've worked for, they've always taken that approach also. It's been fun, to kind of implement my own style, but also look back and see how different guys would handle different situations.
How does being yourself and bringing that energy impact your players when they're out on the field?
They know that, number one, I care about them. I'm at every workout. I'm at every weightlifting session, every running session. I think when you have that interaction with guys, not just when it's on the field, then and they come into my office all the time and sit down and we talk about different things. So then when something does happen on the field, and you talk about energy, whether it's positive energy or negative energy, like they can take it either way. But I think they know that I've got their best interest at heart, and that I have a relationship with them.
I think all that also shows, coach, because when a head coach leaves and someone else comes in, you often see a lot of guys enter the transfer portal. That was not the case with the Grizz. All of your guys stayed. Why were you able to retain your players?
It's a credit to our assistant coaches. Okay, we have great assistant coaches here that the players also know that they really care about them. But then with me being an assistant and then stepping into this role, like I can honestly say, I had a bunch of really good relationships with the majority of the guys, and I think they knew what they were getting in me. But also, Montana's not broken, right? Like this is a really good place. We won 13 games last year. There's a tradition of toughness and winning and doing things the right way. And I think kids crave that. Being here and being in this environment, obviously Missoula is a great place, but our campus is a great campus. And just the players knowing that the coaches really care about them, that they're going to take an interest in them, but also this is a pretty darn neat thing to be a part of.
13 wins last season made that run to the FCS semifinal game. What will it take to have that kind of success again in 2026?
Well, every year it's a new team, right? And so we've got to continue with guys from the transfer portal and our freshmen coming in. They've got to learn our way and the culture here, the culture of toughness, the culture of work, the culture of doing things the right way. I believe this: if we come together as a team, we can be as good as anybody with the talent that we have. I mean, there's just a number of really good guys here that are really good leaders, and they've got to keep stepping forward and showing those leadership qualities. And then I always talk to our players about who are you going to bring with us, okay? Who are you going to pull with us to do the right thing, to do the hard thing, to do the things that's expected at Montana football?
Coach, you talked about the culture of Montana football. After seeing your guys in spring practice, what would you say is your team's identity?
Right now we're a work in progress, right? I always say this to players and to coaches, right? It's not add water instant player, right? Like we've got to be a program of development, right? Whether it's developing guys that have come in through the portal, or guys that are coming in as freshmen, or guys that haven't played as much, right? If we continue to develop those guys and continue to, you know, tackle and hit but also be smart when we practice, right? Like we've made a big emphasis on making sure we're staying off the ground and keeping guys healthy. It's just learning to do things the right way. I feel as you instill those things in them, then they kind of take it over. I've always said this, that I want our program to be a player-driven program. That, yeah, our coaches set the tone, but then our players take over because they know what's expected and they know the expectation here.
August will be here before we know it. What are you most looking forward to about the regular season?
Yeah, I think week by week, you know, you just have to enjoy every week. My message to the players is, you know, we're not looking forward, we're not looking backwards, right? This is a new team. If guys start looking ahead too far, they miss what's right in front of them. So I want them to enjoy this experience. I want them to take one game at a time, but not only that, one practice at a time. How can we get better as a team or as an individual every practice, every time that you step on the field? And so I'm really looking forward to the games. But I'm really looking forward to training camp and just developing that team bond and being around the guys, being around them in training camp and being around them every minute. I mean, I really cherish that.